Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy True back, and we're back with day 4 legs of the follow through workout for the complete beginner. Let's get this mess. The exercises we're going to be doing is low box squat, leg curl machine, leg extension machine, standing calf raises, and a bonus at the end, the leg press. Now, if you can't do this low bar box squat, I want you to fast forward to the end and do the leg press sled. Now here, I'm going to go over low bar versus high bar, where you want to position the bar on your back. Right here, this is low bar, sitting on your rear delts with your shoulder blades pinched together. Elbows back and tucked tight. You got to keep your whole body tight to squat. And that's the high bar squat. I know it doesn't look like there's much of a difference, but if you look at my shoulders, notice how the bar is not sitting on my shoulders. Now look here. The bar is down lower, right at the bottom of my traps, my neck muscles, and it is sitting on my shoulders in the little divot. Alright, and we're going to do the box squat, because in my opinion the box squat really helps get your form down. I did box squats for about 1.5 years straight, which it did help, but it also hurt me. Now you're going to want to move your whole body in unison here. You need to keep your abs tight, your whole body good and tight. You're back in that neutral position with your lower back arch, chest up. You're going to draw your hips back and bend down at the knees at the same time, and then explode up. Sit your butt down and let the weight come off. Sit with the weight and explode up. You want to keep the weight centered on the center of your foot to your heels, more the center of your foot. Hips back, hips forward. That's the main motion you want to focus on. Drive your hips back and sit. Drive your hips forward on the way up. You got to move your body in one continuous motion. You don't want to do half and half. You don't want to bend at the knees and then at your hips. Hips back, hips forward. Now I went pretty light on these so I could really get my form as best as I can to show you guys, because squats are super hard to get the hang of, as well as deadlifts. Deadlift form and squat form are really hard for me because I am so tall and lanky. Again, the gym, as you can see, is pretty small where I work out, but it's home and I love it there. But it's hard for me to get multiple angles at times, so I'm doing my best here for you guys so you can get a good overall picture of what the movement should look like from every angle. Same thing here. You got to draw your hips back on the way down. Push them back as if you're pushing your butt out. Sit and back up. You need to keep, just like the deadlift, how I explained that the bar moves in one plane of motion, a straight line down and a straight line up. The whole movement, that weight should be in the same exact spot, the same exact center of gravity, center of balance on your body. Straight line down, that same straight line up. And you'll see that I have, well, you can't see my feet, but they're both slightly toes pointed out at about 25 to 30 degree angle, and you'll notice that my shins track. They're facing the same way and moving the exact same way that my feet are pointed, my toes. The same direction your toes are pointed will be the same directions that your shin should travel as your knees bend. You don't want to have your feet super straight forward. That'll lead to some hip pain and some lack of range of motion. Now here again, you're going to notice I got my lower back arched as well as I can, and I put my hips back, pull them forward. Hips back, sit down, pull them forward, explode off of that box. You want to come up as quick as you can, as powerful as you can, and drive through the center of that foot. Hips back, hips forward. Again, hips back, knees bent, and up. All one motion. I'm going to keep saying hips back because you need to get that beat into your head. I had a good friend help me with my squat form, and literally that's what he did. Every rep he stood behind me screaming, hips, 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 hips. so I could get the hang of it. All right, take your break, and this here will be our final set of the box squat. You want to get a box or a platform or a bench that takes you slightly below parallel with your hips and your upper legs. You want your legs to go slightly below parallel with the floor, just below it, and then right back up. Now I know this isn't a flattering angle, but you can really see here how I'm pushing my butt back and then pulling it up forward. Big squeeze at the top, as you can see with my wedgie. But this is the best form that you can have. This is what you need to do. And like I said, if you feel that you can't do squats yet, that's fine. Fast forward to the end and watch the leg press sled and do that. But I recommend you get under there. Our second exercise for the beginner workout will be the leg curl machine, because all of your strength when it comes to pushing and squats comes from your hamstrings and your quads, but more so your hamstrings. So I like to do my hamstrings first and get them good and pumped up, good and worked out, and do the extensions later. And I'll rotate that. Sometimes I'll do my hamstrings second and my quad muscles, the front of your upper leg, first. And there are other exercises, but I just put this together because this is pretty much the exact workout that I did whenever I first started. And don't ever skip a good feet on the floor pressing motion. You don't ever just want to do things like leg curls and calf raises and the leg press sled machine. You always want to do movements and work movements into your workout where your feet are on the floor and you're using your body with no real machines or anything. It's a much healthier movement for your knees and your body and your ankles, as well as it just helps you grow and get stronger faster. Again, keep in mind I put these little clock references in to let you know that take a break. That's where you take your rest in between sets. And I know I shouldn't talk through them, but I'm just a jabberjaw, especially when I want to get these videos done. Now here, you want to keep your upper body tight and locked in. Now your gym might have a different type of machine. They have leg curl machines where you're actually laying on your stomach. Either way, keep your upper body engaged, and I mean like tight, your abs tight, and you want to curl those legs in. Down quick, up slow. Down quick, hold for a second, up slow. You really want to focus on holding for a second at the bottom and really getting a good squeeze on those hamstrings when you're doing the leg curl. Down, squeeze, and then up. All right. Now we are moving right into the leg extension machine. Now you'll see here it's pretty much, at my gym, it's the same machine, and you just switch the apparatus around. Like I said, you might have separate machines at your gym. That's great. I'm not a real big fan of this Body Solid combo deal here, but it's what I got, and it's what I like to use because it's all I got. Same thing, down slow, up as fast as you can and explode, and squeeze at the top. You want to really squeeze and focus on the front of your upper leg. Here you'll get a real good angle of it. Up and squeeze. You can even see how my upper leg sort of bulges and gets a good pump. You really want to squeeze at the top. Down slow, up fast. Down slow, up fast. These are good movements to do for beginners to get into legs and get some strength build up so you can start doing more squats. And then we can work into front squats. We can work into step ups, lunges. Lunges are another real one of my favorite leg exercises. I really like it. It hits my butt good, my glutes. Don't mind my buddy Brad walking by there. They were all picking on me for recording this morning, but that's okay. Up fast and squeeze. Squeeze. You got to squeeze at the top and give it your all. All right, take your rest here. Up and squeeze. Down slow, up and squeeze. You really got to explode off the bottom of every movement, every rep. When you're at the bottom, you got to think, I need to blast this weight up with as much explosive power as I can give it. Fourth exercise is going to be standing calf raises. Now, I did a couple different ones just to show you. I personally like to do them on the Smith machine with some sort of platform under my feet, as you can see, so I can get a better stretch. You can go down a little bit further with your heels. You want your toes over the platform and your heels hanging off the back, as you can see. You can go down slightly further on each rep and get a better stretch. Now, I don't do that every rep, but you'll notice I will do it at times, or I'll do it once and then not the second rep, do it on the third, not the fourth. It just helps you get a better stretch and a better range of motion. And this is the Smith machine I'm using, which is, it looks like a bench, except it has locks on the bar. The bar is actually connected to the machine. This is where I prefer to do my calf raises, but you can also grab dumbbells, which I'm going to show you. You can do them off the floor if you don't have a platform to stand on. That's perfectly fine. You could do them with just body weight, standing off a platform or on the floor. Here, I just wanted to give you guys an idea. You can grab the bar just like you do the low bar squat, and do them right off the floor if you have to. I like doing this as well because it helps work your stabilizer muscles. You really got to work to not fall over, especially when you put a little weight on. I just grabbed the bar and did that to show you that it doesn't really matter where you're going to do them, just as long as you get them in and done. If I'm not mistaken, on the next set, I may grab a set of dumbbells and show you. You just hold them down at your side. It'll also help work your grip strength at the same time. A little twofer. It's always good to get twofers, threefers, and fourfers when you're exercising. Getting a little bit extra out of something is always a good thing. Oh no, I apologize. This set, I just turned around on the Smith machine to show you can go both angles. You can go either way, front facing back. It is a little different. It centers the weight a little different on your body. And if you notice, I pointed my toes out. That is another variation you can do. You can point your toes out slightly, and it'll work more of the inner part of your calf, which you see. You can also turn your toes in, and it'll work the outer part of your calf a little more. Now, you don't want to go cranking them like way far in, super pigeon toed, or way far out. Just a slight little angle, maybe, again, no more than 30 degrees each way, even 20 if you're pointing them in. Now you'll see this is the set where I grab the dumbbells. I'm standing directly on the floor, and I'm just pressing up onto my tippy toes if I was trying to reach up on the fridge. That's the calf raise. And the same thing, explode up off the bottom, hold for a second, a half a second at the top. A good 1001, that's a good rep if you do it that way. But I was in a hurry this morning, as I am every morning, and I wanted to get this recorded for you guys, and I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be arm day. Can't wait. All right, take your break here coming up, and then I want to start to tell you that I threw these leg presses in at the end, which my workouts consist of a lot more than what I'm showing you guys. I might do 5 or 6 exercises depending, but this is your bonus exercise, and you can, not just a bonus, if you're feeling good, you have the time, go a little bit lighter. The leg press you can see here, I have 200 pounds on, which isn't too heavy for me, but it may be for you. You can usually put a good bit of weight on the leg press, play with it, and find your range of weight. You don't want to go too heavy if you're doing it at the end. You want to go with a lighter weight and do a higher rep scheme, but still add a little bit of weight each set. You know, I'm doing 200, and then I go 250, and then I just stay at 250 because I was doing it at the end just to get a good pump and get a little extra in and to show it to you guys. This is an okay supplement if you're not ready to get under the squat bar, but I recommend that you try it, do your best, and really stay with a box squat for at least a month to 2, and that'll hopefully lock your form in. That way you know to drive your hips back. Even if the box isn't there, you have to drive those hips back and get slightly below parallel, and then back up with the weight centered over the middle of your foot, closer to your heels a little bit, but still the middle. And you can do the same thing here. You notice I have my heels up high. You don't want to go down past the 90-degree angle with your legs ever, because you can hurt your hips, you can hurt your knees. And most leg press sleds like this, you can usually adjust it to where you can get it to stop and bottom out, like to where the weight is off and you don't have to hold it at a 90-degree angle for the size or length of your legs. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying these workouts. We're coming to a close here soon. These are our last 2 sets of the leg press sled. Please follow along. If I can get one person into fitness out of doing all these videos, then I've done my job. Or if I can get somebody to at least think about start lifting weights. Please like and subscribe. I'm on a push for 50 subscribers. I'm currently at 8. I did have 9, and I'm going to do a giveaway. If you actually watched the whole way through this video to hear this, I commend you and I thank you. But I will be doing a giveaway once I reach 50 subscribers. I will be doing a $50 giveaway of some sort of gift card for something, Amazon or just a cash card. I don't know yet. To commemorate me getting 50 subscribers, I will post a video with the instructions on what to do if you do end up subscribing. Please check out my girls' channel, Twinsy Toy Talk. We'll be doing lots of kids stuff. My girls, I have twin 7-year-old girls, and they wanted to start a channel. So